Hi friends, welcome to today's wonderful and creative session on the 9 hurdles to success. Get these demons off your back now. The tag to this video may be a little pessimistic, but it has been made so as a choice. Yes, being an entrepreneur is a joyous experience. You are the boss and you do not need to apply for holiday leaves ever. But there is always a catch. Without the yin to balance the yang and the cons to balance the pros, life would not be much of a challenge. In fact, it wouldn't be much of anything if all our wishes came true without the slightest struggle. In this video, we will discuss 9 little demons that the entrepreneur Lucifer lets loose behind every meticulous business owner to try and create mischief. Pay heed, take notes, whatever you need to do, but keep in mind that you absolutely have to steer clear of these bad habits if you are to cruise to success. The first hurdle to success is unknown numbers are always aggravating. Eliminate them from your life. I know it is a common warning of elder, more experienced heads that when you're driving a business, neglecting to pick up calls, even unknown numbers is a terrible mistake. A mark of unprofessionalism even. We beg to differ. Unknown numbers means you have no clue what the other party is going to spring on you. And it's better to leave the possibility of nasty surprises out of your life when you're trying to do something positive and constructive with your day. Let unknown numbers ring themselves out and then send a SMS saying, I do not seem to possess your number in my phone's memory. Kindly message me and let me know your concerns and I will get back to you. Or better still, you can do the unthinkable and activate your voicemail service. Almost all service providers have voicemail facility which is miserably underused. The second hurdle to success is email on your own terms. Do not rush to check the email with the Sandman still scrunching around in your eyes. It is healthy to email before 10 AM in the morning when at least some of the important tasks for the day have been taken care of. If you are a night bird, try and refrain from sending emails after 10 PM. It really causes stress and you may lie awake the whole night thinking of whether you said the right things in the mail or not. The best thing to do is set an auto response using your mail settings which says something like, I have received your email and will get back to you as soon as it is possible for me. Thank you. The next hurdle to success is prepare to have a clear agenda for any meeting. If you have no idea what you're fighting for, you can never win. Meetings may not be fights, but the basic principle is the same. You need to know exactly what the point to be discussed is and you need to be well informed of all the proceedings related to the discussion so that you are prepared to give mature, pertinent responses. The best tip we can give is develop a timeline. The first 15 minutes can be dedicated to building up the discussion. The next 10 minutes for providing data and your perspective. The following 10 can be dedicated to the other party. And the last 10 minutes for open exchange of ideas. Moving on, the next hurdle to success is be short and to the point. It doesn't matter whether you are on the phone or answering an email. The best practice is to restrict the conversations to a minimum. Do not get carried away by inquiring about the weather or the person's arthritis. By being to the point, you can cut to the heart of the matter and it is a much better practice. The next hurdle to success is do not become an email addict. This point is crucial. Most fledgling entrepreneurs make the mistake of checking emails constantly. Do not waste time by falling in this loop. What good is keeping up to date where your correspondence is concerned if you can't proceed on the work that is needed to wrap things up successfully? The next law is put Pareto's law to good use. Pareto's law is of utmost importance in the life of a budding entrepreneur. Do an analysis of all the activities and pursuits you have on the plate. This may include future clients, contractors or suppliers. Set aside the activities or the engagements which are taking up 20% of your time and producing 80% results. I repeat, set aside the activities or the engagements which are taking up 20% of your time and producing 80% results, and those which are taking 80% of your time and producing only 20% results. The least productive aspects of your life have to be cut back. That is the only way in which you can succeed in your time management and success goals. Do not stick to useless people or pursuits. Be ruthless in this regard. The seventh hurdle to success is, you are not running short of time, you are running period. Have you heard of the story of Chicken Little, who ran around thinking the sky is falling? Well, you shouldn't be Chicken Little. Prioritize your jobs. If you do not, your schedule will seem to be a bigger mess than what it actually is. Maybe everything is not a ticking time bomb. Scrutinize the urgency of the things you are required to perform. Everything can't be code red. Sort your code reds from the code yellows and do the most urgent work first. You will find that you do have time to smile, to breathe, and maybe live life after all. The next hurdle to success is, do not become God. You are not God. No one should expect you to be omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. Cut down on people's expectations of you. Take one day off and just relax and unwind. Let all your important contacts know that you will be out of office. Triple O, out of office. It is the polite and accepted way of saying, please do not bother me, I will not contact you back. If you can't find time to recharge your batteries, you will wind down. And trust me, a nervous breakdown is not a very pretty thing to witness or go through. Do not burn that candle on both ends. The next hurdle to success is, get a life. Yes, get a life. Maybe the basic tenet of time management says that you should set goals for yourself which are difficult to boost your productivity. But it doesn't say that you need to limit your entire life within the boundaries of your work. It is unhealthy. Your co-workers have a family, your clients do too. They go on vacations, and no, they do not think of what you are doing 24/7. So get a life. Make new friends who don't know anything about your business and get with the flow. If you can separate work and play and dedicate time to both, you will have a healthy, balanced existence where alimony checks and custody battles will not reign supreme. Keep these demons at bay and let the light of common sense and logic keep you standing tall. Friends, with this we wrap up today's session. I am now excitedly looking forward to connect with you in my next video. Till then, let's work together and achieve peace of mind, financial freedom, and a career for life. Thank you.